Me and Azza are going shopping. Let's go shopping, 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 shopping. Alright, shopping day today. Me and Hazza are going shopping for one of these. So, this is our old fert spreader. Done us well. It's done us really well, actually. It's what, 40 it must be 40 years old. I've used it since I was probably 16. I don't know when I started fertiliser spreading. Must be 16, maybe a bit older perhaps, but hey ho. It's getting really tired now. Look, you can see there. A bit rusty there. Being patched up here. Look, there's a patch of fiberglass I put in actually. I don't know how I broke that, but I've patched that up. It's all getting, it's working, but it's getting a bit tired. I've repaired it a few times when it's gone wrong, the fert spreader, and I kind of feel now that it's time for a new one. As you know, we run pretty old kit on this farm. We had a new muck spreader a few years back, but the mowers, the rake or tedder or whatever, the fertiliser spreader and that, it's all pretty old. It's all vintage, as they say. I've turned into vintage. You don't realise it. Just time goes, doesn't it? We've been putting off buying new kit for a while. We had other expenses. We had the lagoon over there. We had this new shed. Now, that new shed to me was more important than buying the machinery. Look, you can see there. That's been up over the winter. We've still got some heifers in now. I'm about to go down and move the fence for the cows. We've still got heifers in. They've been in, out, in, out. I bought them in, primarily because we've got a few bales left to use, but because the cows are down next door, if I let those heifers out into there, they'll flip and try and get in with the cows. So, hence they're shut in for a few days while the cows graze that off. I know, experience tells you that they'll all want to try and get together, and I'll come out here one day and find them all in there mixed up. Yeah, so back to the machinery. Priorities was things like that shed roof, which I get use of all day, all winter. So I put off buying the fert spreader and the mowers because we're spending it on things like that, and also it was a kind of case of let's see where we're going with milk prices and stuff. Anyway, now I'm going to walk on down because I've got to move that fence. Anyway, the reality is the milk price is still heading down, and I still want to buy some new kit. So what I've decided to do is buy the fert spreader this year, which isn't that expensive in real terms, compared with investing in a mower and a rake, which I think we can put off till next year. I kind of wing it through this year, you know, one step at a time. I know everyone wants me to go out and buy new stuff straight away, and they'll think, yeah, why aren't you getting the mower first? Well, we've got two mowers. We've always got a backup, so if one mower breaks, we've got the other. I can see myself through this summer with that. And the thing with the fert spreader, you see, although it's still working, I don't know how long it's got left to run. If that breaks when I've got a flipping bag of fertiliser stuck in the they're coming for grass. If that breaks while I've got a bag in the tank, as it were, that's a pain in the ass to dig that out and repair it. And I can't see any point in repairing it now when it's got to that age. It's time for new. So although I won't get a lot of use out of it this summer, I've got a few more bags of fertiliser to put on. I'll have it there ready for me next spring. The old one, the other thing as well, the old one, while it's still working, it's got some value. I'll either chop that into a sale or someone might want to buy it. Whereas an old broken fertiliser spreader is worth nothing, isn't it? Right. So anyway, if you stay tuned, me and Hazza are off to buy or look at buying a fertiliser spreader. Now there's a couple of interesting things here. There's Kabuto and Vicon, almost identical spreaders. I'm going for another wagtail because I like those. Me and Hazza have been debating. God, they're not happy, are they? Can you hear them? Fly me. They're thinking, get on with it, I want my breakfast. They're, so yeah, Kabuto and Vicon, I think I'll have to speak to the rep about this when we get there, but basically they're owned by the same company, so they're almost identical. So me and Hazza have been arguing off camera. Me and Hazza have lovely chats. We've been arguing over off camera which one to buy. I'm thinking Kubota or Kubota. Harry always tells me off for pronouncing it wrong. Or Harry thinks Vicon. So we're going to be going up. I mean, it's really nice that Harry's so enthusiastic about farming. Oh look, there's a pheasant. Look at that. There he goes. There he is. Look at that. Beautiful bird. Brought over by the Romans, apparently. Hey? Good to have a camcorder. Look at the zoom on this. Oh, now text message kicking in. Anyway, as I was saying, good to have Harry so enthusiastic about farming. It's heartening, you know, and that's what kind of motivates you on, doesn't it, when you get to a certain point in your life, because you kind of think, oh, just sort of head towards retirement perhaps. But if you've got young kids coming on that are keen, they push you, come on dad, let's go and get that mower, let's go and get that fertiliser spreader. So anyway, me and Hazza are picking up, I'm picking them up from school, and we're heading off up near Newent, near Gloucester, to go to a depot. I think it's a new depot, we'll talk about that when we get there, and look at what's available. And then I'm sure, the thing I know about Harry is that if we do buy it, as soon as we've bought that, he's on to the next thing. Which actually reminds me, bit of a shout out, if anyone's got any piglets, weaners, in the South Gloucester area, or Gloucestershire, I'm after 2 pigs. I promised Harry I'd get a couple of pigs. We did it a few years back, quite a few years back when he was small. So I want to rear a couple of pigs and get my own bacon and sausages. So if anyone has any pigs, please get in touch, drop me a message, because we'll do a deal and you can get them on the farm and on YouTube, and we'll have some sausages for the summer. But that's assuming that I get my act together and I find some. Right, anyway, well, I'm going to let these cows in a minute. We'll see them come in a minute, but I'm going to look at this fence. Look at this. What a difference. So we had a bit of rain last night, but this is all firmed up. So I had a load of comments when I put that video up the other week of when it was really wet, and it was quite funny. Some people were really understanding because they obviously had the same situations in their area, and they knew how wet it's been and the impact on the farmland. Other people were sort of blaming me and saying, why haven't you got tracks and why haven't you drained that field? Well, the reality is I know my farm. I've flipping been here long enough now. I know when the weather and conditions are beyond what I've ever normally expected, and that was that then. Because look at it now. We don't have any mud issue. It's a little bit soft, but there's no mud issue here. That's yesterday's grazing there. They haven't. I gave them a bit too much. They haven't eaten it down very well. We're into lovely. We got a hell of a crop of grass coming on now. We have. They're grazing that. My biggest concern now is because they were a bit later coming out, this is going to get a bit too far in front of them and start getting a bit stalky. But the mud and rain issue has sorted itself out because we had the worst flipping spring we've had in years. And if you are out with livestock in this sort of weather, you know what I mean. Bringing cows in, bringing them out. You don't normally do that. It wasn't drainage or the lack of tracks, I can assure you that caused the problem. Right, let me put this fence out. We'll let the cows in, and then we're going to cut to me and Hazza, because this is a one-off video. We are going shopping. Hallelujah. Right, I'm just going to let the cows in now. Look, I've got really wet legs where I've walked through all that grass because it's so wet and tall. Right, let's let them in this gate. Come on in. Come on. God, what was all the fuss about? Breakfast is served. 63's hungry, she's running. They can't beat a bit of fresh grass in the morning, really. Look at them. Right, on that note, we are going shopping. Heifers, look, can you see them in the background there? They over my shoulder, they're all waiting at the gate. They want to get out with these cows. So that's hence why they're shut back in. Right, I've said it before, I said it again. Me and Azza are going shopping. Let's go shopping, 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 shopping. And behold, I am out of farm uniform into funky farmer going out gear, which is not particularly cool. Middle-aged man does not do cool. I am sat in the car park of my health centre waiting for Jack, not Jack, because Jack's getting the bus back, Harry to turn up. He's going to be here in a minute. There's loads of kids walking by. I'm not going to film the kids, that would look well dodgy, wouldn't it? Harry's meeting me here because it's a convenient spot for him to meet. If I pick him up outside of school, it's just a gridlock nightmare. He's picking me up. We're now driving up to near, I think it's Kilcott. I'll have to look this up. I'm trying to, there he is, I just spotted him. He is here. He'll be here in a sec. I have got fruit pastels for the journey. And we are heading off up through Gloucester. And then we're going to end up going to see this fertiliser spreader or two. Anyway, he's here. He's just saying goodbye to his mates. I'm not going to film him because he won't want to be filmed doing that. He just looks like he's grabbed a sweet as well. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. What are you eating?
Tacky.
Tacky? What's a tacky?
American crisp.
American crisp. Let's have a look. That doesn't look like a crisp, is it?
Yeah, do you want to try it? Spicy.
Is it?
Yeah. Eat the whole thing.
No, you won't. I like that.
You can have it.
Nom nom nom.
It's got a kick at the end.
Right. Oh, ours, isn't it? How was day at school?
Good.
Blimey. God, blimey. Harry. Oh, Jesus. You didn't tell me how much of a kick it had.
I've never tried with them.
Oh, my life. My mouth's on fire. What's yours like?
Pretty hot.
Spicy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have a fruit pastel. Quick emergency fruit pastel. Right. Azza, we are off now to go and see this fertiliser spreader. Now then, we're going to look at two sorts, aren't we? Kubota. Kubota, is it? Do I pronounce it right? I thought I did. And Vicom. Now, I think... So, we'll have to speak to the dealer about this, but I believe that a Kubota... Kubota is make the same spreader as the Vicom. Now, I think we should buy the Vicom. No, the Kubota.
No.
What are you thinking?
Kubota.
Why?
No, Vicom.
How about we do rock, paper, scissors? Which
I'm not doing that.
Go on, come on, rock, paper, scissors. I don't even know how to do rock, paper, scissors properly. You probably win. Rock, paper, scissors.
Best of three.
Best of three.
Actually, no, that might go terrible.
This is a very scientific way of choosing which one to buy. I tell you what, should we do it when we get there?
Yeah.
Look, probably better to look at the merits of the spreader when we get there. Okay, so Harry, you're in charge of navigation. You know your way there?
No.
No, nor me. All right, we're heading up north. Grim up north. We're heading north of Gloucester, and then we're going back down south of Gloucester into the forest a little bit. Still in Gloucestershire. Right, let's go. Crack on, Harry. Can I have one of... Let's have one of these emergency pastels to keep us going. Ooh, nice. Right. See you in a bit. So, we are nearly at...
In a quarter of a mile, turn left.
Oh. And we're at traffic lights now. Quarter of a mile. Can you see that?
1 mile.
1 mile. Taking about 45 minutes, and we've been discussing... What have we been discussing on the way up, Harry?
Just...
Still a debate on whether to buy the Kubota. Is it Kubota? Kubota.
So you can't even get it right, so
know.
there's no point of getting one which you can't pronounce correctly.
Kubota or a Vicom. I like the Kubota because it's modern, the new modern colours. Why do you like the Vicom?
Because we've already got a Vicom now.
Why
so
you want the
some
same?
of the parts might be the same.
They're all good point. But I think the Kubota is the same as the Vicom.
Also, you might know your way around a Vicom better.
All right. Okay. Right. We'll have a look in a minute. Here we are. Right. I am completely like. Oh, look! This is brand new and shiny.
Mower.
Harry, look at that. Where should we park? We just stick it over here.
Yep.
Hopkins Machinery. There's the sign. Look. Ooh, I can see a fertiliser spreader. I can see the spreaders. Don't look at that. Let's go and see the person first. Right. I have just seen some spreaders. Harry's virtually bought it before we even. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Step away from the shiny. Right. Let's go in the office. There's a mower there as well.
I was saying, look at some mowers.
Wow. This is all. We're not allowed to go in there. We've got to speak to the man first. Right.
Look at a gator.
This is a brand new site. It's only, I don't think they're officially open yet, or well, they might be officially open, I'm not sure. Let me just sort my phone out. Otherwise my sat nav will be beeping all the way. And it's probably not registered my destination yet, yeah. So we're going to go and see Martin in here. He's probably in there now, but I'm going to look at this brand new site. It's all shiny. Right, let me turn this off. We'll go and see Martin and see what he's got to say. Come on, Alf, put your phone away.
I'm just doing a video.
Are you? Right, we're in the depot. It's under construction, but I've got the man behind me, the main man I've come to see, Martin. Martin, don't be afraid. Your son wants to see you on YouTube because you got Harry as well, haven't you?
I've got Harry. Yeah.
Does your Harry tell you what you got to buy and do?
All the time, yeah.
That's what it is. They're all the same, aren't they? They're the bosses, the boys.
Yeah.
So Martin, you're the area rep for Hopkins, am I right?
That's right, yeah.
And tell us about this depot, because it's not really finished, if you like.
No, we bought this about 2 years ago. It's all in process of being finished. You can see we're waiting for racking and other bits to come. But yeah, we're getting it slowly. So yeah, hoping to do well in the area with mainly focusing on the Kubota implements range and on the Governance range,
right,
and on other implements in between. So we also do tractor hire from here, so that's the bigger tractors that are coming out from here. So we're hiring them out locally. There's a few gone out lately, and then hope to build on the business from there, really. So
at some point I might pop back one day and finish, because you're waiting for racking and everything like that. I see you've got a nice sit-on lawnmower down there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't show that to Harry. Harry, don't look at that, because he'll want to buy that as well. Harry, let's go and look at something exciting outside, shall we? Shall we lead on, mate? You know where we're going. Right, mate, we're going to go and look at, you got all brand new fencing. Look at it. It's all, this is a lovely new site, new concrete, new shed. But you've got some new kit here. Now, Harry, would you like to look at him? He's on the photographs.
Well, that's it.
Let's have a look what we got here. I can see myself wanting to buy most of this.
That's it, keep coming back.
Yeah. So we got a set of chain arrows there. That's a nice bit of kit, isn't it? It's slightly unusual design. I'm used to seeing this design here.
Yeah.
That's very different. I've not seen that.
They do the like levelling rails on the front for ant hills or where cattle have been and things like that. So they smash it across. Okay. And then these come in behind it to level it. These links are very different than I used to see. Yeah, they're a cast iron link as opposed to like a mild. That's a heavier. Is that because it'll do more of a job, break stuff up? Yeah, you shatter it more, if that makes sense, and break it up. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. I need them more conventional, which is like what I'm used to seeing. Compact tractor type things. So we got. I'm just going to have a look at your inventory, really. So what's this thing then? I'm not even sure what this is. It's a blower unit off a compact tractor or that kind of implement. So yeah. So what does that blow then? It's for more for clearing leaves kind of thing. Right. Leaves into a pile, that kind of process. Oh, okay. So sort of maybe for sort of horticulture or something like that. Yeah, or golf course. Oh, okay. Principles, yeah. Yeah, I should be asking Harry what these things are. Harry, transport box, isn't it? Yeah, tipping link. Bit like ours. These are quite small ones, aren't they? Yeah, these are 4 and 5 foot. Good handy bit of kit though on a farm. Really good for taking stuff out, fencing or whatever. Yep, totally. Harry, what's that? Splitter. Log splitter, hydraulic one. Yeah, you could do one of those. Yeah, hydraulic log splitter, so yeah. And then what we got here? Is that a cultivator? I think that's a flail mower in that one, and these are flail mowers. Already all boxed up. That's how they come from the... Yeah, that's how they come, yeah. Oh, okay, and you got a lot. They obviously sell quite a few. What we got here? Bale wrapper. Bale wrapper. Wow, look at that. You should get one of those. Yeah, here we go, look. If not two, yeah. What's this, Harry?
Straw chopper.
Huh?
Straw chopper. Straw chopper,
well done. Nice shiny straw popper. Stop that chopper. What is this? This is a baler, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Kubota. Like that. Very nice. And then rake. Rake. Tedder. Rake, tedder.
And then there's Kubota flails.
Right.
Sorry, Gaverland flails over there.
Okay.
There's a hire tractor.
Hire tractor there.
Yeah,
so you hire out tractors then?
Yeah,
do
we
you?
do to a degree. Yes.
Who do you hire those to then? Is that contractors or farmers who need one just
farmers,
for a short
we
period
do a
of
lot
time?
of event work though on things. So say like racing events, or things like that, towing equipment around or things like that. So yeah, we do obviously hire the farmers as well. But, So these are events for that, or councils and things like that. So,
I can see the need for a tractor short time.
Yeah. That's it.
No. Cultivator, here we go, Harry. This is a nice lineup of it. It's almost like it's like going to a show, isn't it? You've lined it all up.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
A good selection here.
Yeah.
What's this, Harry?
Power harrow.
Power harrow, well done. And I tell you what, we just had the guys doing our maize, ploughing our maize, and their plough doesn't look like this.
No.
It's faded, and this is all shiny. You don't. It's nice. I tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen a plough with the moldboards all painted.
They need shining up ready for.
You know.
But yes.
Obviously when you're using this, paint gets worn away, and then you see the shine on the.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, to see them actually painted up, that's actually quite a nice surprise, really.
Yep.
I don't get out to many machinery dealers though, so as you can imagine.
Well, that's it.
Right, Tegel. What's this, Harry?
It's a telehandler mounted straw chopper.
Is it?
Yep.
Wow. Oh, I'm interested in this. A Fleming muck spreader.
Yep.
It's interesting. It's got a galvanised lid. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's the one bit that usually.
Yeah, it is. Well, do you know what? We had one that we got rid of. That actually the lid did let it down, rotted out.
Yeah. So.
Because the muck always sits on the top and rots it.
Common fault on them. Yes.
Yeah. That's
the range.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's got it all, lights, everything, really good.
Really? Well, and that's a good place to have the lights. They're out of the way. Down here, sometimes you get whacked. Right, under protection on there. Look, it's interesting to see a different design than we got a Marshall.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
Yeah,
same but different, really. Oh, and that's galvanised as well. That's another thing. That's I like a bit of galvanised on machinery. This bit always rusts out.
Yeah, on the top. Yeah.
The muck. It's where the muck sits, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Very good. Right, oh, that's a big rake, isn't it? It's a couple of big rakes. And some big mowers as well. Hang on, what's the tractor going by there? What's that, Harry? Ultra going by, look. Right, so here we are then, Azza. Well, he's distracted, he's on his phone. Right, so this is exactly what we've got, Harry, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the same.
That's the same. So this is what we've currently got. So the capacity on that is what's supposed to be?
What we class as a one bag machine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And if you can push it, I can get one bag in, but maybe 1.5, if you know what I mean. I'm just looking at it. It's actually identical, isn't it, more or less?
Yeah, they got it right when they made it.
They did.
They haven't really needed to change it.
That's very true. So. And then we're coming on to here. So this is the one bagger.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested in these. These are the two baggers. Now, Harry, do you want to go round and have a look and see whether you can see any differences? Because they're more or less identical, aren't they?
Yep.
That's it. Oh, you got a few leaves now.
In one, sorry.
Yeah, well, obviously that's been sat around for a while.
Yeah.
So more or less the same, but with a raised bit on for.
Yeah, you've got the extension piece on the top then to get extra capacity.
I like that because I can see that I was worried, to be honest, that the two bagger was going to be a lot wider and bigger than that.
No, yeah.
But
what you've got, you the ability, if you've got a lot in it and go up a bank, then you'll spill at the back. But yeah,
so you can get 2 bags in here, you reckon?
Officially speaking, depending on what material you're putting on.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. It would make sense to get the 2 bagger one, Harry, don't you think?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it?
This one.
You like that one, do you? I did say to Harry we should do rock, paper, scissors. But he wasn't keen on that idea. So we can see the Vicon badge here. Same spout. Let's have a look along here. They are identical more or less, aren't they? What's the reasoning behind them being identical then, if they're different make?
The Gaverland group bought Vicon, I'm not sure how long ago, and then Kubota bought the Gaverland group, so they then do it within it. But as you said when you originally rang, you've got a Vicon. Everyone in the day had a Vicon. fact, the farm there, we're using their Vicon one that must be 20-year-old yesterday in there. But
well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I like the Vicon spreader.
Yeah, very good machine. They're just a known.
They're fairly easy to play with. You need to take them apart.
Vicon and
I mean,
obviously they're pushing their name.
Yeah. I'm just amazed that's still going, you know, this is exactly the same. The only difference I noticed, this bar then, is that purely a safety feature, is it?
As far as I know, protection.
To stop, if that was going, stop you getting near
protection for the spine, protection for people coming too close, health and safety,
I wonder how many people have reversed that into something.
Loads.
That would be the sort of thing I would bend within the first week. I bet you that's missing on some of them.
Yeah, probably so.
Right, Harry. As you are my new farm manager, you've got the final say on this, mate. So, can I just stop you there? Do you want to think? Give me 3 reasons.
We've already got a Vicon, so I like red.
You like red? That's all.
Orange.
And orange, yeah.
And that's it.
You need one more, otherwise we got to buy the Kubota. Otherwise it's the Kubota. One more reason, Harry.
Looks better on the McCormick.
All right, sold, mate. Mate, we'd like to come and do a deal with you. I'm going to turn this camera off.
Yep.
We're going to go and talk some money now, because obviously we never talk money on camera. But Harry will give us a thumbs up when we finish, all right? But that is going to go to Newhouse Farm, hopefully, and replace our old one. You pleased about that?
Yep.
First of another lot of new machinery, I think. It's the start of something, Harry, all right? Oh, look, a little mini tractor's going. So we have done the deal. We have done the deal, haven't we, Harry? Well, you did the deal.
Yeah.
Are you happy with your purchase?
Yeah.
Shall we just have another look through the fence? Let's have a look. Past the Hopkins Machinery sign. Here we go. And there you can see them side by side, actually, can't you? So there, it's a better view from this side. So there's the Kubota. Kubota? Where are you going? Are you off, are you? Yeah. He's had enough. And there's my shiny new Vicon. I'm quite pleased with that. 2-bagger. So I think I must have pressed the stop button by mistake. So I was just thinking I'd finished what I was saying about the Kubota and the Vicon. So yeah, so realistically this will actually save me a lot of time. I'm going to have an extra space in the bag, an extra space for the bag, but also with the hydraulic opening and shutting, it'll mean it's a lot easier for me when I'm out in the field. I haven't got to lean out the back of the tractor, which is always a bit dodgy, and try and open and shut it while I'm trying to rev it or drive on. I can actually control the flow a lot easier. So this will be more accurate for fertiliser spreading. And also, oh, someone's got their flipping stereo on full on whack over there. I hope you can't hear it. It's Friday and they're queuing up to go home and they just want to be home, don't they? Right, so anyway, good news with the Vicon. I'm really pleased about that. We can get that back on the farm in the next couple of weeks. I'll be using it hopefully in the middle of the summer for new fertiliser spreading, but also I'll be stacked up ready for next spring. Right, let's go. Harry's ready to go. You all right, Haz? I'm off to see my friend Steve, who I went to Hartbury College with. We're going to go and see his beef cow. Right, everyone, crack on. See you later.